Jacob Walter Anderson basically got slapped on the wrist. Now, for what the media has been reporting, he got caught, or it was overwhelming proof that this dude raped a woman. But the media kept saying the accuser at times. And even in print, they said the accuser, never referred to as a victim like they do when black men are accused of a crime. Now, the judge, from what I understand, has gone soft or lenient, I should say, on other men convicted or accused of the same, accused of the same thing. Now, while y'all was out there talking about Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and Tavis Smiley and Morgan Freeman and Jamie Foxx and Anthony Anderson, Nelly and Chris Brown or whomever else y'all pulled out over the years, or especially the last year, white men have been getting a slap on the wrist or basically have escaped unscathed. Yeah, they did the perk walk. Yeah, it might have upset them for about a week or two. But I told y'all way last year, the Me Too movement, times up, whatever they want to call it, this thing that actually started with the cat call video, but it didn't gain prominence until Gretchen Carlson, formerly of Fox, sued because they deemed her a has been, and she went out there and started yelling sexual harassment. And as I said before, every day she got up and went on TV and race bait and passed all kinds of misinformation to the masses. But women across the board, black women too, y'all went to her defense. And as a black man, I'm like, you really think that white women come to your defense or give black men the benefit of the doubt? No. Bill Cosby went to jail because of that cat call video, Gloria Allred and Lisa Bloom, scare tactics and media manipulation in Hollywood, black and white Hollywood. But white Hollywood was the one that lit the fuse. White media, with the help of black traders like Don Lemon and D.L. Hughley, Wendy Williams, Roland Martin to an extent, uh, 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 um, Keenan Thompson, Larry Wilmore, Mike Eric Dyson, if I didn't mention him as well. They all made it where any black man that is accused was already assigned guilt. And the so-called liberals went along with it. But when a white guy get accused, they barely talk about it. This is why white people are arrogant, especially white men, because they know they can do all the most fucked up things in the world and find a way to get somebody to excuse it. When that dude shot up the bar in California 2 months ago, what was the first thing they said? It was because he was a veteran. He served in Iraq. It's a post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, you know what? I was diagnosed with it. I ain't shot nothing up yet. There men who served in Vietnam didn't shoot stuff up, or Korea, or World War II. But they had to make an excuse for it. When that dude shot them people in Vegas the year before last, what did they do? They had to ration. Was it last year or the year before that? I forget now. The time went by so fast now. But you guys know what I mean. They had to say, well, we don't know what his motive is. He was evil. He didn't give a fuck. But when you get white men who get caught, or white boys get caught themselves on a female, or they register sex offenders, people don't trip when black men are accused. And there have been quite a few brothers who didn't commit the crimes they're accused of. All you gotta do is say, he did this to me, is believed. Where's the outrage from Gloria Steinem and Jane Fonda and while he was dropping Bill Cosby name? Where's Linda Carter? Where's Julie Chen? Where I wonder why yesterday Joy Behar and Megan McCain and Abby Huntsman didn't say anything, or Whoopi Goldberg or Sonny Hoyson says they've been bullied or they went along with it. As a black person, you should be upset that it's easy to send black men and women to prison for crimes of a sexual nature, especially black men. In Illinois, it seems like every month or every other month they release somebody from jail based off wrongful conviction, whether it be for murder or rape or some type of sexual assault. This motherfucker got to stop. He got a $400 fine. He won't have to register as a sex offender. You think if a white woman accused of me or another brother, you think we can skirt rape charges? No, ain't no way in hell. When a brother gets him, that's why a lot of people talk about O.J. Simpson when he went on that slow speed Bronco chase. That didn't mean he did it. He knew that he was going to get fucked. He knew the odds of people believing him was 0 to none. That's why to this day people was yelling, he did it, even though people. Now, I'm not saying we got angels in our community. Believe me, I'm not saying that. There are guys out here who are raped and assaulted women. But white men do it at a record number. And if they don't get no ass, they shoot up everybody, kill everybody. Well, I can't get nothing. Nobody can get nothing. I mean, just look at the last year alone, how many of these guys have been convicted of rape. And the media may not talk about it. If you don't go on the internet, you would never know about it. But look at the last 5 or 6 years. These guys go to court, and nothing happened. This judge that gave him a stop and risk, he ain't the first one. Look at what's his name, Ethan Couch, the Alpha Windsor team. Look how that judge she said she gave him a stop on the wrist. They said because he was rich, he didn't know any better. But don't rich people supposed to be the ones supposed to be more exposed than a poor person? But if a poor person use that, and it might be more legit in what they're saying or what the lawyer said, but they don't get the benefit of the doubt. This is why white dudes sit back, they can walk around with their head up high. They know they never gonna catch hell. You don't believe me? Y'all remember back about what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, the Steubenville rape case, where the girl went to a party, and as usual, they get all fucked up drunk, do all kinds of crazy shit, and then they like, oh my gosh, they start having flashbacks, or somebody recorded, or somebody called out their name. Well, the black boy had sex with the girl, the white boy had sex with the girl, but they said it was rape. Remember when Serena Williams criticized, everybody got mad because she was saying some females need to stop being responsible, because it's not like nobody's never talked about that. But what did the media do? They didn't focus on the white boy, or they focused on the black boy. They both should have been focused on, but they made sure they focused on the black boy. They wanted to say, well, look where the community come from. But the white boy, they didn't do that. They didn't even do that. Look what that dude that shot that movie theater up when the Dark Knight trilogy was in it. He has mental issues. And they know how to fake it too when they get caught. But you obviously see people from our community got obvious mental issues. No sympathy, nothing. Put them in jail. Put them in general population where you create more of a problem. Put men in jail on top of each other where they can rape each other and give each other diseases. But when these white guys commit acts of aggression, it's always, well, it's extenuating circumstances. You know, she really meant to say yes, and what it was, she was embarrassed, and blah, 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 blah. Then the other day, I do a video about Leah Dunham apologizing for standing next to a dude that was accused of raping a then 17-year-old Aurora Perdue. Just after the little clip said, 4 to 5% of women do lie. Well, I would say 50-50. But they was trying to say, black women do lie about sex. Black women are the whores of the world. That's what they say, not me. But we know on these college campuses, these workplaces, how some of these white females get down. Remember Monica Lewinsky? They try to paint her as a kid. Yeah, under President Clinton, he was old enough to be a daddy. But she was 22, 23 years old. She was no longer a kid. She stopped being a kid when she was 18. If she knew how to get on her knees and know how to get that man to climax, she ain't that naive. When you was a virgin, you may have had an inkling of what to do sexually, but all that other stuff you didn't know, that's out there experimenting. But she knew enough to hide it. She knew not to be in the Oval Office. Yeah, I saw that special. Now they trying to rewrite history. Why do you think those white women and some black women, mostly white women, embrace that Elmer Rose slut walk? They want to go out and do the most slutty things, and then no repercussions. But then when they do get caught up getting raped or something, and they go seek justice, they may not even get it, even if it's come from their own community. But if a black man is accused, they don't stop until you call that person rape. Bill Cosby was called a rapist before he even had his first court date. I wanted Amy Poehler and Tina Fey gonna call this dude a rapist. I wanted Gloria Allred. No, they ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna do it. He got the complexion for protection. Now I know y'all gonna say, well, what if he didn't rape this woman? But the judge and them gave him the benefit of the doubt. The media coverage was lackadaisical. And this is not the first time a rape case like this has gotten the same outcome. I mean, here it is. The way it was reported, they had evidence. The guy basically, the story he told basically points to it, but the judge's like, nah, don't give you probation. Nah, you ain't got to register. Just pay a $4 fine, go about your business. Because what's going to happen is he's going to sue the school because he was suspended from the school. Because he can say the school assumed that I was guilty. The court said I wasn't. And they're going to pay money. They're going to pay him some money. Look how the Central Park 5 was accused. And the evidence they had did not point to them boys. But the media and Donald Trump and the rest of them, they made it. And even to this day, Donald Trump still insists, even though they got the actual rapists, they insist on the Central Park 5. But you got white men that have been caught even raping babies, molesting babies. No outcry. So I guess what I'm saying is, this dude got away with something that a black man would never, and people can't deny it. I just looked at Bill Cosby. Everybody bought into, well, he had all his power back in the 60s and 70s. No, he didn't. He don't have no power now. But like I said, white supremacy had help. I wonder Don Lemon gonna talk about this on the show. Wonder like a Don Lemon sleeps with a white man. I wonder Joy Reid nah, she don't talk about it. If ain't black men being accused of rape, she ain't gonna say too much of anything. Goldie Taylor, all the women that was from CNN and MSNBC was talking about all kinds of shit about black ball players and celebrities and everyday joke. Look at Emma Phillips. She don't even like men, but she blamed black men for all the ill of the community. I ain't never did anything to anybody. I respect the law. I respect people's spaces and their voices. We don't get such respect. We're the most hated on this planet, and people don't seem to get that, or they do, they just don't care. But this motherfucker got a stop on him like other white dudes over the past few years. Whether raping a woman, shooting somebody dead, making terrorist threats. Every now and then they make an example out of somebody. But this dude, just like them frat boys that got that other frat boy killed, they stop on the wrist. Think about that for a second, folks. Do you think that a black college age frat boy could have got away with it? No. Look how they made that brother who won the Heisman Trophy apologize for something he said at 14 or 15 years old, and he's 21. Because if he don't, they're going to make sure he doesn't get picked up by a sports team, football or Major League Baseball, because he plays both sports. I mean, think about it for a second. Y'all convicted a blind old black man on circumstantial evidence. Laws are rewritten. But you get these white guys caught red-handed and nothing. And then they use white woman accuse somebody, they're the accusers, not victims. A black person, they're the victims. That's done on purpose. Words matter. Imaging matters. This is why I tell you gotta control your history, you gotta control your dollar. Because if you don't control, anybody can manipulate you and make you look like something that you're not. Ask yourself, why is it that on social media they want to try to keep us from talking about these subjects? Because they know they're doing it. Like for a lot of people, white boys or anything, they're shocked that a bunch of white people this year got caught on camera. But guess what? They've been doing this for years. We just had the technology with us to prove it. But even when they get caught, well, they must have had a bad day, or you misinterpreted, or no, it didn't happen the way they. Even you looking at the damn video, no, it didn't happen that way. This is why I do these commentaries more so, because when they commit acts of crime, we got to let them know. I know some brothers and sisters, why are you talking about it? No, you need to talk about it. We in the black community got to stop pretending like these things don't happen. We need to discuss them more. Because when it come down to our brothers and sisters going to jail, you need to know cases that preceded. You need to know these judges' record. You need to be asking yourself, why do these white guys keep getting a slap on the wrist? Now, that's a rhetorical question. We know why. But the thing is, we got to stop allowing people to do this to us. Because every time they do it, their chest puffs out a little bit more.